had to pick one, if you had to go down with the ship and you could only take one, which would it be?
All right, I'm breaking over to monitor 3 just to make sure that we're showing up on YouTube.
Evil.
We're there on YouTube. Hello, YouTube people. Join
YouTube
on
people.
in.
God, do I gotta monitor them too?
No,
What's going on over here, you YouTubers?
At least, see, again, if we had a stream key, and we have a stream key, this will be a little bit easier.
We get a stream key, yes we are.
But in the meantime, YouTube, we get to just fire it right through OBS. And it shows up at YouTube, and they get everything in a big widescreen. And TikTok, we gotta stick it all to a phone size, and we gotta shoot a screen.
They don't want about that.
Yes, they do.
It's important information.
It's important. This will come up later on the test.
Learning. Yes, we should have
Hello.
Oh my gosh, next time we should have contests and say, if you stay till the end.
Yes, exactly. We'll do
answer a quiz. Raffle.
We'll do a raffle.
Raffle.
We don't know what the hell we're going to raffle. It's like, if anyone has ideas
we'll raffle our dreams.
Because I got a feeling at the very least, we'll probably at least, because when this comes out in September, for animation, and in fact, I'm actually wearing it right here.
Snatcher, the pregnant raccoon that Linda watches every night.
Oh yeah, big baby pudding
David
snatcher.
David is saying that an urchin should be big baby pudding snatcher.
Well, the theory is that you could be behind the Krusty Krab, Bob's Restaurant, and that's where the raccoons and theoretically sea urchins could go.
Yep.
So it's not. So I'd say yes. Still write down various ideas before we lose them.
All right, David, we're on it.
Yep. We're having fun here. It's like, and even if ideas that don't eventually make it, regardless of anything, you guys as fans,
we love it.
It's
so cool to know we're not the only ones.
Yes,
we're not alone in our craziness.
That was going to be the big.
We were sitting there watching. We're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. So rewinding way back. So we've been working on this for a while. And we finally decided if this is going to linger on my iPad and in the script form and stuff like that, when are we going to actually do it?
Yep.
So we're empty nesters. Our kids are off in college and living with their mom and doing all this other stuff too.
Yeah, I'm a stepmom.
Yep.
So what's up?
Stepmoms rule. So it was that thing of like, when am I finally going to get to one of the ideas we joke about and laugh about and come up with new lines and ideas, or we see another cartoon and we come up with a whole new thing. So the whole reason we're now live streaming to you wonderful fans on TikTok is because by going online and just back in January saying, we're going to do this. We're going and looking forward.
Just do it.
Yeah. And realizing at the time, okay, an iconic date in the worlds of those two cartoons is the pilot episode, their anniversary, September 3rd. Yeah. September 3rd is Labor Day weekend.
Yep. It
was January, and it felt like, okay,
let's do it.
That's not as insane as saying we'll belt out an entire episode in a month. It'd be crazy. That's what happens if you're working for a real show and you're getting paid to do the real show.
Yep.
And we've all seen, anyone who follows animation on TikTok and YouTube, they've seen projects from their favorite animators that it will take them a while. They need a staff now to keep up with their stuff. But we don't have a staff. We've got us.
We got our cats.
We got our cats.
Cat staff.
But you know what it's like trying to tape a stylus into a cat paw? It's like...
Look. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So, November...
Any cat lovers here?
Yeah.
Are y'all... Oh, yeah, are you team cat or team dog?
Team dog.
Maybe team lizard.
Team lizard.
I do love those bearded dragons.
Oh, it said the poll... So the poll...
Yes, what the poll?
Apparently the poll can only go for a total of 30 minutes before it says we're done. That was the most it offered,
was 30 minutes. So I can start a new one.
That is awesome.
Yeah, what did it say? What was the vote?
So here's the vote, ladies and germs. It doesn't say how many people voted, and maybe I'll get analytics later. But our winner, by a whopping margin, at least a plurality.
These are big words for Sunday morning.
They got the most votes is Team Both.
All right, Team Both.
Just under 41%.
Yeah.
Team SpongeBob and Team Bob's Burgers each got Each got 27.27%.
We're asking, well, we want to know for all y'all just coming in, because I know, I do this too. When I'm on TikTok, I'm like, I'm going to peek in the door, and I'm like, what's this room like? Oh, I'm out. Just, here's the deal. Are you Team SpongeBob SquarePants, or are you Team Bob's Burgers, or do you love both cartoons equally for different reasons? Because, hey, sometimes I go to Burger King, sometimes I go to McDonald's.
Yeah, but...
I'm
gonna.
Am I really comparing these two genius cartoons to fast food?
I'm gonna do a little snappy shotty of my screen
Snapshot.
in case it all goes away. Because that's the other thing is that there are in YouTube you can save your chat and you can save your questions, and if you miss something, you can address it later. In TikTok,
you live in the moment.
Yeah, you live in the moment, baby. If that's one of the main reasons why she's here, because it's so hard to work and engage and then not realize a great question or a great suggestion just went floating on by. And afterwards, you don't get to keep it. You can download the video. You can download what they call highlights, where they go, here's the moment when you had the most people. Here's the moment when you had the most roses or diamonds or whatever it was. But your chat is gone. It's in the wind. Everything great, everything bad. And what's funny, in this poll, there was 4.5% said neither.
All right. I wanted to know. Maybe there's just people who coming in to go, what up?
Yep, some people coming in going, what's this? With SpongeBob or Bob? I don't like nobody ever. I'm just here and swiping on to the next thing.
Swipe.
All right, so I'm going to close this poll.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, poll. That was fun.
Poll.
Delete poll. It says delete. It's like, well...
Just, I don't know, push another button.
Yeah. Well, we got that one, but it still has a start button, so maybe we can start it again. Start it again.
Yay! More polls.
So
there it is. It started.
Yep.
Which team are you?
Which team are you? So
I'm
we're starting again.
It.
Okay, in the land of YouTube, I'm just going to type up, howdy. Thanks for visiting.
How?
Are you team
Everybody's just coming in.
SpongeBob
I know I probably asked this a few too many times, but where are you from? Where are you today? We've had people from all over the world on this live today. It is so freaking cool. I haven't been to Scotland yet. I cannot wait to go because I do have a Scots-Irish background.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell accent that was. That was not good. But yeah, we love this. We got people from, I have several hometowns since I was born in Atlanta but raised in St. Louis. And then I've lived in Indiana. I've lived in Ohio. I've lived in New York. And of course now we're out here in California. So we love to know where everybody is.
Yeah.
We got people here from Alabama. We got people here from Germany today. We got all kinds of people. So wherever you're from, let us know in the comments where you at. Where you at.
All right. So to actually show a little bit of the work, let's zoom in a little bit here so that...
Oh, nice.
Come here.
Love it.
There we go.
Hey, Nate's in North Carolina. What up? I hope that's what NC stands for. If I got that wrong, let me know. What up, what up, what up, what up?
I'm getting a weird icon showing up on my... Oh, here we go. All of a sudden, my cursor went from normal pointer to a strange, like, little arrow. Like, what am I about to swipe here? It's like, Animate does not have a swipe icon. I'm trying to just zoom in. There we go. What happens when you have one tablet and one keyboard connected to the tablet, the main computer where the OBS and all this is playing. Hello.
You need it like regular show where it's like elevate.
Elevate. Another elevate keyboard. Was that Tecmo?
Yeah, Tecmo, baby.
Tecmo. We are fans of many a cartoon. So, hey, if you're not necessarily... You like SpongeBob, you like Bob's Burgers, but there's a cartoon on Hulu, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Nickelodeon.
I'm going to make a new poll.
You're going to make a new poll? Uh-oh.
New poll.
She's already... Can you
What's your favorite cartoon?
There you go. And then,
maybe I can't do a new one yet. They're still doing this one.
Okay. Well, then
right.
maybe in a little while we'll start a new poll once this one ends, and we'll.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, there's so many choices.
If you're just coming in and you got a favorite cartoon, it can be from any time. Maybe you're... What is that? I don't know. New... My brain just went...
Hey! Nice.
Cartoons can include, and are not limited to, anime. Maybe what I'm thinking, Titan. That's what I'm thinking, Titan.
Titan E.
Thank you.
That's anime.
Yeah. Or
No, it's not. It's not Titan
anime.
AE.
No,
Titan AE is
no,
a
not
Disney
that one.
movie. Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Or, give us the deep cuts. We love to know. Oh, The Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy.
Ooh,
Excellent
old
choice.
school on that one.
Love that cartoon.
Same rough time frame as Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh my
Jimmy
God,
Bravo.
Courage.
Johnny Bravo. I said Jimmy Bravo. Jimmy Pesto. Johnny Bravo.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Dexter's Laboratory. Hell yeah.
There's a TikTok out there that I think talks about how old Johnny Bravo actually is supposed to be in there, and he's actually far younger than, because the way he comes across and his build and his hair and stuff like that, you would his very Elvis style. You would think he's like that. Yeah, that he's maybe late 20s and early 30s. But I think he's someone just like
17.
Did like a deep dive. Well, maybe not 17, but maybe not even old enough to drink. I'm trying to remember.
Wow.
If anyone totally remembers, chime in.
Yeah, he's got a pompadour. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the pompadour. Yeah, it's very like a Bubba Ho.
I am a big Gravity Falls fan. Gravity Falls fan people out there. Oh my God, the songs. Goat and a pig. Woo.
Yeah.
Livestock living
their best life together in harmony.
Love so strong, love so sweet.
Such a beautiful goat and a pig. Goat and a pig.
Doing the text.
Yeah.
Goat and a pig.
Goat and a pig. Yeah. I think
I want that at my funeral.
We spread her ashes here at this goat pen, where she would be happy forever.
Ooh, David says Samurai Jack. Nice choice.
Samurai Jack. Speaking of Samurai Jack with Gendy, we have seen all of season 1 of Primal, and we're still stuck in season 2. Well, it's a lot, because the easiest way to disconnect the lovely Georgia from anything is to hurt animals, even animated prehistoric animals.
It's hard. I'm like,
yeah. So I mean,
but Primal is so good.
Yeah, but
someone's asking about our opinion on ramen. I am not as familiar with ramen. Anyone else? I want to hear. We also have The Backyard against and Blue's Clues.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
So my kids were at that age for Nick Jr. and stuff. So The Backyardigans, a little bit of the Teletubbies, although that's obviously PBS. And it was Backyardigans. What was the other one they mentioned?
Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues.
I mean,
yeah. Team.
Is the Pope Catholic?
Team Steve or Team, was it Joe who came in? Yeah, I think it was Steve for the longest time. And then he handed off the keys to Joe. Speaking of Bluey, if we had young kids today, I'm sure we would all be watching, handfuls of Bluey. I hear it's a fantastic, and it's on Disney Plus. Just haven't gotten to it yet. Our biggest thing was
the one that we've gotten into lately with all the stick and the strawberry and the leaf and the rock.
The Mighty Ones.
The Mighty Ones.
Hulu's The Mighty Ones. Love The Mighty Ones.
Yes.
We've done a little bit of Kif, just the first episode on Disney Plus.
Did you know the outer space one, they got rid of that one too, man? Remember the blonde guy who's lost in space at the beginning of every...
So, yeah, that is...
Final Space,
that is
right?
But apparently they are... I want to say, because he has a YouTube channel. His name's suddenly slipping. It's not Otis, but it's like Roland something. But they apparently, someone else or some streaming platform will pick it up, and Final Space will get its, I guess, deserved final season, because we're trying. I think we also got stuck in second season then, because it was moving from TBS to like Max, and then to this, and then of course the destabilization where Inside Job gets hacked and canceled, and then we finally come across Harley Quinn and watch all of that.
Oh my God, that was great. We've got another Bluey fan and someone else. And someone's asking if we've watched Color Crew. I haven't heard of Color Crew.
Have not looked into Color Crew yet. Speaking of things that got canceled when at the height of the popularity, Infinity Train we never really got a chance to get into, and I don't know if the past seasons still exist on Max. I'm a deep, long-time HBO fan, and the
whole Max,
the whole Max. There's that band. It's a whole other thing.
Futurama, yes.
Yes, and Futurama comes back next month.
Woo!
And they got everyone back, and Futurama. You name it. At least we're usually familiar with it, but of course, it's been there's Tuca and Birdie are absolutely one of our biggest favorites, and seeing that get canceled.
That is more of an adult show, but it is brilliant.
Yeah, especially the first season. But the fact that they are unflinchingly exploratory and
let me see if I can find my old. It's like I feel like Tuca and Birdie is like Richard Scarry on acid. You know what I mean? Like.
Huh.
And it's
all right. So she's back there looking through the library. I'm just going to play here real quick just to actually show a little bit of animation when we're working on this. That
we're also doing
these are the different shots in the that we're coming to that are going to have to be fully animated. You're seeing little flicks of the next scene just to show that we do have all of it.
If you're not familiar with Richard Scarry,
so
right?
Camera's right there.
Yeah, so he like would draw all kinds of things or and they're just all over the place, up and down and sideways. And it also has a cool Sesame Street feel. Tuca and Birdie is very like Sesame Street, Richard Scarry, but it's so good. Anyways, highly recommend.
Yep.
Highly recommend.
There were 3 seasons right now. So Netflix had the first season. HBO Max kind of like swooped in and took it if Netflix was going to drop it, and then they did seasons 2 and 3, which we thought were excellent. And they, even when they kind of settle into a pattern, they find ways to break it and do animation in ways that are very not typical in animation. There's usually a set style and it stays there, and they go and they explore, and to deal sometimes with very hard issues. Like women's medical problems, the things that you go and see a doctor for, and they say, "We don't know. Are you sure you're experiencing this pain?" And the patient, I've seen TikToks of people coming from the third specialist screaming in the car, saying,
"What is going on?"
Yeah, why does no one know?
Yes. So Bridge says, "Dinosaur Train, Daniel Tiger, Bandit in the Hound, Bubble Guppies." That's what she grew up on. They grew up on. Excuse me. That's awesome.
Yep.
Love it.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking of Fish Hooks and a few others.
Sesame Street, of course.
Sesame Street, of course. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And then, so we're just going to play through these. And these are all basic shots.
For anyone who's just joining, we're talking about your favorite cartoons, what you grew up with, what you're into, because we love cartoons. And, look, for every cartoon we've seen, there's still more we haven't seen. Anime, if you're into anime. We watch as much as we can. Yep. There's just so much great content out there.
Just to let you guys know, so this is a shot that we haven't worked on yet, which obviously shows all 5 of the family members. So on one hand, it'll involve roughly this kind of angle.
I love that face.
That's
and look again, Linda's in the background like la 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 la.
Well, we haven't added.
They can't quite see her, but that's okay. I see her.
We haven't added her reaction yet. But But obviously, so that shot would be wider on this to show all the kids. But I guess I'm gonna have to draw the 3/4 backs of each of those characters for these kind of shots. Let's see.
What programs are you using to draw this stuff, by the way?
Is that a question from the thing? Or
I'm asking. Yeah, I forget.
So, the when I'm just kind of sketching and playing and don't necessarily want to sit at a whole workstation, I'm just sitting with my iPad. I'm using Procreate. So this is an old iPad that entry level. It broke down earlier this year, so I replaced like a 7th gen with a 9th gen. But it's the same size, same kind of thing.
So wait, Procreate and then Squid Tune, right?
No. Don't. Yeah, Toon Squid is a one-off for the Batman.
But Toon Squid's awesome. I like it. Isn't it free?
Yes. No. It's not free. Oh. It's $10.
Okay, so we're not affiliated. We're not. Yeah. I just think it's really cool.
Toon Squid is good because a lot of when you start getting to more and more complex animation, you have to pay a lot more money, or now you have to subscribe to an app. Yeah. Now I already have Adobe Creative Cloud, primarily for Photoshop and After Effects and Illustrator, but that also throws in Animate, formerly Flash, the editing stuff, the voiceover stuff for audition, stuff like that. So it is Procreate for drawing, and then a lot of Photoshop as well for painting and drawing. Yeah. Then and Procreate, I also do the rough animatics, but then the more full stuff, we use Audition to do the voices. We use Animate to assemble it all together. If I need to do something really special effects kind of thing that you can't do in Animate, I'll bring it into After Effects, but I haven't had to do that yet. And then Audition for the voices, and then Adobe Premiere Pro to put it all together. I need to go take a quick bathroom break.
Oh, then it's
so
mine.
you've got command of the con, which is perfect. You get to sit in the big chair.
Hi.
Be right back, people.
Anybody?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't want to take a animator's glove. We'll explain that thing later.
It's gonna be sanitary. We're a sanitary crowd.
Yep.
Okay.
Have fun.
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
I'm Georgia, and I like to.
When the
Hey,
kids run the restaurant.
get away.
Yes.
Shush, Bob. So, how's everybody doing? How y'all doing? How is everybody doing today? Oh my God, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, people, and we're here on the tickety-tockety. It's so fabulous. Anyways, yes, as you can see, I am a very big fan of Cookie Monster. I am old school, so I very much feel like if you are Team Elmo, look, I get it, but I don't like the fact that Elmo came in and like, where did everyone else go? Where's Grover? Where are the Yip Yips? Do we have any Yip Yip fans? If you know what the Yip Yips are, oh my gosh, which is kind of funny because, as you all know, there's a whole episode in Bob's Burgers where Bob gets the yips. So I'm just saying, I think there's a connection there. Anyways, yep. Oh, I'm looking at the things. Oh my gosh, okay. Hailstone's birthday is in 4 days. Let's all give a shout out to Hailstone. Happy pre-birthday to you. Happy pre-almost birthday to you. Anyone else whose birthday is coming up or maybe just happened a few days ago, this happy birthday song's for you. I don't know. Is that pretty good? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Hello, Rizla. I love these names. I love these names. Oh, we got a big fan of, Winning the Pooh. I love Winning the Pooh. That's adorable. Winnie the Pooh. Did your thing autocorrect to winning? I love when it autocorrects. Unless that's a deep cut. Maybe it's a deep cut. But yeah, if actually you can find the voice of Winnie the Pooh, his daughter put him on TikTok, and so you've got the daughter like, hey, you're on TikTok, and he's like, oh, I don't know. It's really cute. Go find it. I love it. It's really, really cute. Hi, Jack. What's up? We got all kinds of people coming in. Peyton J. What's up? Thanks for the like. Babalinjo. I'm not saying it right. Oh my God. Sam. What's up? Oh, Young Forever. I'm learning French, so I kind of got that. Was that Je ne peux toujours. Mon français, c'est terrible, non? Mais j'adore la langue de français. También yo hablo un poquito de español, porque yo vive en Nueva York y también lo estudié en la escuela. So, yeah, anyways. Oh, wait a minute. First of all, Rizzler says, can I ask you a question? What my mother would say is, I don't know, can you?
Okay.
And another one said, they just watched the Spiders movie, no spoilers. Oh my God, we haven't seen it yet, and I cannot wait. So, no spoilers on here, or I'm the moderator. I'll boot your butt. Okay. Rizzler has a question. Rizzler, type in your question. What's your question?
What's your question?
What's your question?
You're saying stuff over there?
Yep. We sang some happy birthday. We talked about the Yip Yips.
What? Whose birthday?
It was Hailstone's birthday in 4 days coming up.
Well then, how many days to my birthday? 5 days, 6 days?
I think so. Oh, that's right. Oops, I forgot.
At least you didn't forget on my birthday.
That's also a Bob's Burgers episode. Oh my God, we forgot your father's birthday. Oh my God.
No. Yeah, let's not. My birthday falls right around Father's Day. And sometimes if it's on a Sunday, it is on Father's Day, and that's kind of like having your birthday on Christmas. It's like, yeah.
If you want to give him a rose or an ice cream cone or whatever his things are,
we'll
toss him a couple of coins. Yeah. We'll plop him in his G-string. We're gonna plop the coins in your G-string.
Lovely. I love that.
If you get that deep cut, that is a Bob's Burgers deep cut. So.
Yep. That it is. We're all about the deep cuts. All right, clink.
Clink.
My Doctor Who mug that is slowly falling apart, unfortunately.
I got that for you.
She did, and it's just like it does not.
Well, when the hot stuff comes in, then the ship
TARDIS
disappears.
Disappears, and then it shows up on this side. But what they don't say is that even in just trying to be careful with it, cleaning of the mug, it's like the whole exterior just starts flaking off. So
look, the money went to a museum somewhere.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Somewhere in Iowa was a museum because I was touring on some dance project, and I got that for you.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Speaking of which, the lovely let's toot the horn of our moderator here. because if you see her name popping up in here, go check out her channel because it's primarily focused.
Well, it's not about babies. It's just its beginning.
It's a channel about babies.
It's not a channel about
we
babies.
fling the babies. how far will this one go? Whee!
If I could.
And for those of you who think, well, for animators that's a little dark, let's please remind people that in the very early days of South Park, I think it was his name, Spike, the adopted little baby that Stan has. But he's Canadian, so his head animates like...
Oh, yeah. Don't kick the baby.
Don't kick the baby. He kicks the baby.
Kick the baby.
So, yeah. Old, like 1996 references of the early days of South Park when they would actually kick... What guy? His name couldn't have actually been Spike. If anyone actually knows, what was the name of the little brother? Because it's like, Spike just sounds like it's what you name the dog. It's not what you name your little brother. But it is animation, and we have characters that are called all sorts of very odd things. Hello, invite Valinda. And no, I'm gonna just like reach on my friends and say, what are you looking for?
Stuff.
You're looking for stuff. Are you finding stuff?
Yes.
She's finding stuff.
Leave me alone.
Okay, we'll leave you alone. So I think in this sequence we still just have, we've kind of frozen on this point because I realized that I was starting to do a lot of the SpongeBob stuff and I hadn't started building the Linda rig because Linda is still primarily from the opening title sequence. So if we click on her and go to the Rinda Rare, Rinda Blair, and click on her lair. Yep, so here is the current workstation for Linda.
I had a Clifford the Big Red Dog book because somebody was saying they grew up on it. I was going to bring it over because I just like showing off all my books that I've saved from everywhere.
Well,
I love books. We love books, as you can see.
So here's the deal. On my Linda layer, I've got my references to make sure that I'm not forgetting important things for Sandy. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
I don't know what you said, but people are saying it's Ike and Kyle.
Yes, Ike and Kyle. Yeah, so Spike is partially correct, just a couple letters off. But yeah, and Kyle. You're right. Stan is an only child. Kenny is an only child. Yeah, most of it's only child. I think Kyle's the only one with a sibling. In at least in the early days of. Although we do still continue to watch South Park. We watched what was the episode with down in Florida when it was trying to bring wow, I'm like dropping.
Yeah, thinking.
But he was the teacher who became the Trump
You're
analog.
in the political areas.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm in South Park. I'm still in South Park.
He wants to go and do disco.
Yeah.
But it's a Trump rally instead of a disco.
Yeah.
So he's not going out and cheating on his husband
for
at a disco. He's going out to do political.
To do rallies. Yep.
It's funny to do rallies.
So as you can see,
there you go. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, lots of mixtures here in the two worlds between all that makes up Linda, the apron, the pen that's in there, the red shirt, the blue pants, and then of course Sandy's suit and tail. So you start blending those elements together, and then the big thing is that since the eyes and the mouth are some of the most expressive things, you don't see it in this shot, but Sandy's buck teeth do stay in there, the ears stay in there, but the eyes are more like Linda's. And let's see what other, and that's about it. So there's usually very minor tweaks to a SpongeBob character, usually more the wig, the mustache, stuff like that, but it retains a lot of their stuff. But yep. So she's the best of both worlds. She's got the hair and the eyes and the glasses, and the coloring, at least as far as the outfit. But I'm still doing the same thing here, where so you'll see some movement here, but this is what she's doing in the opening title sequence, where she's standing happily next to Bob. Then something happens when the buildings start slapping into each other in the beginning. She looks this way along with the rest of them, and then she looks at the other building that comes and slaps in, and then she just goes back to being standing there with a smile on her face looking out to the camera. So that's the only stuff I've officially done with her, and I'm trying to solve problems of, it's one thing when it's SpongeBob's ropey kind of arms moving around, or Gene's, Squidward's, Patrick's appendages for his starfish. But Sandy's got the additional thing where it's like it's this cylinder, but it still works like a sleeve. So, and the stripes have to stay, in place. And she's got these gloves that sometimes look just like a blob. Sometimes they'll allow to bend the mitten as if she's pointing. Point to the camera. And it's just trying to learn all the different ways. Like, how do they solve it in SpongeBob? If they need Sandy to point, to grab, to land, to slap, to murder, to hold something, what do they do? And then, of course, you balance out with how Linda or any other character holds something. So earlier this week, it was like, how does SpongeBob hold his spatula? Where does he hold it? Does he hold it high up? Do you see a lot of the handle? And just all those deep.
Your spatula hang low? Wobble to and fro.
Nice.
Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow?
Any new people joining?
A lot of new people. Hey, new people.
Hey,
where are you guys at? Hey.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
It's the good.
Hey,
The good news is, if this is already started, we've already gone past 95 minutes, so we'll be ending this in 25 minutes.
Yeah, but these are the important discussions we've had today, which include...
Yes.
Where are you from? We want to know where everyone's at, because we love seeing where all of... what's our demographic? What's going on? No, really, we like to know where all you cool people are at, because it's just fascinating that we're all... I just love that about Tiki Tiki Tick Tock. And then also, what's your favorite cartoons? We had a whole discussion on that, okay? And then also, are you team SpongeBob? Are you team Bob's Burgers? Or are you team both? Or are you just here to go, what in tarnation is this thing going on?
It's like, my For You page is recommending random animators doing SpongeBob and Bob's Burgers.
My For You page keeps recommending this really strange live anime girl, and all it is her just sitting there just doing this.
Yeah, I've seen her. She showed me the channel, and yeah.
Have you guys seen that? It's crazy. I'm like, I don't know what to feel about this.
If TikTok in and of itself is such a crazy kaleidoscope of, oh my lord, I can't believe someone is doing this, or recording that, or seeing that, or doing this with music or animation. The other thing, there's apparently a whole, oh my goodness,
There's
United States.
Mess.
We have hello, Gothy Babe. Someone on the YouTube side is sending happy stuff. So
Yay.
I'm going to send and all it says on my side is Z. It's just like, what part of the United States? We're in Los Angeles. Yes, there's nothing like watching someone type out a thing, but what part of it? Los Angeles, and then the infamous. Did I type so fast? I didn't actually.
Typing too fast. That's what happens.
That's what happens. So hello, YouTubers. The TikTok people are still overwhelmingly the champions of coming in and being Oklahoma. So we got someone from Oklahoma.
Oh, you don't want me to sing that song, I know. But it's a keeper. My brother was born in Oklahoma. Because my dad was in the army and they moved around a lot.
Gothy Babe, hello.
We moved around a lot.
Hello.
My family moves around a lot.
Yep.
And we got another Oklahoman on TikTok.
Hey! Now we can get your face
and
your face and your smile.
This is going so well.
It's going so well. If you just touch your smiles together. If you guys know where the hell that's from, chime on in.
We got a Chicagoan. Oh my god. I was there for the Joffrey Ballet back when I was a ballet dancer. Let me tell you, that's the coldest place on earth. You all are the toughest. And listen, I lived in New York for years, okay? But Chicago is colder. I'll bet it's even colder than Minnesota. That's right, I said it. He's a Minnesotan. So they're always like, well, Minnesota's the coldest. I'm like, I beg to differ. Chicago, there's nothing colder than the icy winds coming off of those lakes into your butt. We got another Alabama, all right. All right, very much.
Alabama.
Very cool. My family used to we'd go camping and we would take the trails there. It was beautiful.
Okay, we now I get to actually moderate for a second. We've got a line here from Gothy Babe over on YouTube saying, "I literally just found y'all on TikTok and was coming to subscribe. Keep up the data, SpongeBob Bob's Burgers." Yes, that is so. Like you guys may already know, it's the little YouTube button on my bio page. Radio. What are you doing? We're doing yip yips.
Yep.
We're all about the crazy deep cuts. You should just see us around the damn breakfast table.
Oh, we got another Texan. Dude, check this out. We got Texas. We got Tahoe. Yeah. Very pretty. Absolutely. Very cool. Oh, Bridge is originally from Georgia. Yes, it is. I'm also originalmente from Georgia. I was born in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Yep. We got a Louisiana. Oh, cool. That's so cool. I love all these places. I'm serious. They all have great things.
Yep.
It's very, very cool. North Carolina. We got a Floridian. Very cool.
All right.
Yes. I've also gone camping in North Carolina. And Florida, I had a whole mess of family in Dade City. My family used to actually have a store there. It was called Lunch on Limoges.
Yep.
It was there for over 100 years. Finally, the last family member passed away, and then they sold it, so it's now called something else. I forget. It's
Cracker, Florida Cracker.
Yeah, Florida Cracker.
It's called Florida Cracker.
It's on the main street of Dade City. If you ever go through Dade City and you see that used to be my family store, but alas, alack. Oh, we got an Arkansas. Yes, very cool.
All right.
Ozarks are in Arkansas, right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Love it.
So to actually show we're doing something here, one of the many things that makes animation hard is a process which is usually just simply called cleanup. And all that really is that, if you watch an old Winnie the Pooh cartoon, an old Disney animated, comes out in like late 60s, early 70s, I think, you'll see moments where you can still see the pencil marks around Winnie and Piglet and the others. And it's because they were drawing on pieces of paper and painting cells and whatnot. Well, the poll has ended. So once again, we have the poll: Team SpongeBob, Team Bob's Burgers, both 30 and 30, but edging them both out is at 36.67% is both. So it looks like if you're coming on by and you're on the poll, you are a fan of both, or at least a good, strong fan of one.
Well, hey, if you haven't seen Bob's Burgers and you're a SpongeBobian, go check out Bob's Burgers. Yeah. It's pretty good. And if you're only a Bob's Burgers and you just haven't dipped your toe in the SpongeBob for some reason, let me tell you, it's worth a dip. Yep. It's fantastic.
So this current poll says, and what's funny, it looks like it doesn't actually show up on that screen.
Here we go. We got the question. Just a for real question. We are allowed to do this because it's a parody, right? Yes. So this is fan fiction. Okay, look, and Tom and I both we've worked in the industry. Okay, so there's a difference between doing a fan-made thing versus doing something that's commercial for money, all right? So we're not doing this for money. We're doing this for love.
Yep.
That's what this is about.
Yep.
We've had several people like, they're going to sue you. We're like, no, they're not going to sue us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
trust me.
famously, Paramount, especially in the early days of YouTube, would go after people who'd be putting out full episodes of Jon Stewart's The Daily Show and South Park, and Paramount and Viacom was like, the heck is this? We are supposed to have all the monies. So they went after YouTube, and YouTube changed its ways to at least monitor for copyrighted content. It was the early Wild West days of YouTube.
Well, tell them there's that one guy who did
Archer and Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
who did the Archer and SpongeBob,
Simon Chang maybe.
Yeah, go check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, there's people who on YouTube who have done anime SpongeBob and Newmark.
That one's so good.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah.
There is I think the episode is called "I Had Something for This Burger." I had a name for this burger, and the craziness of that, he just did it out of love of Archer and Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Did a blend episode as if the cast of Archer is in the world of Bob's Burgers and coming into the restaurant.
Yeah.
And of course, John Benjamin's voice playing both characters.
Oh my God, so awesome.
But the way they did the audio for that one is that he just went through all the episodes of both series and found sound clips of Archer or Bob or Linda or Pam saying something, and then editing it, and you can hear it in areas usually where someone says something and there was like a music cue that starts up just underneath it that he had to contend with because he didn't have clean vocal tracks. It looked like he was just coming right off of however he was getting the episodes through his computer, but then did animation on top of it.
Yep.
The people at Bento Box were like, "Oh my, who?" They thought it was so good. They thought someone at Bento Box, the people behind Bob's Burgers, they had to have done it. And eventually they reached out to him, and he's now a director on Bob's Burgers.
Yeah,
he did.
so cool.
I want to say he did the Amelia Earhart episode. That, or at least was a great part of that episode.
Have you guys seen the Amelia Earhart episode yet on Bob's Burgers?
Yep.
I loved that one.
It was the season finale for their current season.
It like really hits a chord in your heart, about family. I think that's one of the things
What do we got?
that I adore about Bob's Burgers.
Because it's the song that doesn't
we're doing
end.
a whole thing. Bridge and I are doing a whole.
Okay.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it for not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end. Do you know Lamb Chop? Come on. If you don't know Lamb Chop, I can't pull Lamb Chop off my Lamb Chop. It's a little bit more. I got Lamb Chop.
Are we talking about like Shirley or what
Yeah.
was it?
Because I want to think Lamb Chop.
Who was the puppeteer for those?
I forget, but a woman does the voice, and I feel like now her daughter is doing the voice or something like that, and that she's on TikTok now doing Lamb Chop. I think that
cool.
Lamb Chop is on TikTok.
Yep. Well, that makes perfect sense. I mean, because our generation has come up with where I want to say it's Shirley something. But
Yes, I think it is.
yeah,
it is.
I forget because I'm confusing her with Shelley Winters, which is totally wrong. Shelley Duvall, Shelley Winters, like
so
all
many
of
good
them.
Shelleys.
So many good Shelleys.
Except for Shelley Miscavige, which we're gonna find her someday. She's out there somewhere. That's a whole nother thing. We're not gonna be talking about that today. But moving on. We got a fan of Cloudy Meatballs. Love that. I just love that you call it Cloudy Meatballs. Yep. Cloudy Meatballs.
I saw both. I saw both in the theaters.
Yep.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I'm sure it.
Yep.
I think because I believe that was a Sony piece. I don't know if it was from the same people, Imaginarium, Illuminarium, that did the Minions and Despicable Me and the Lorax films. I think Cloudy was Sony Picture Imageworks. And they've done, I'm trying to remember what the other ones on their slate. They do start blending together, and then once, of course, the IPs are bought, and sometimes Sony stuff will show up on Netflix or Hulu, and your brain goes, wait a second, that's not a Disney thing, that's not a Fox thing. It's a, I mean, obviously Pixar. But what's even funny is that I worked on a Disney Pixar non-Pixar film. I worked on Disney's Planes, uncredited.
I know you're always like uncredited.
Because I know people. We live.
You're
in
gonna
the world
put that on your gravestone.
Yeah.
Disney's Pixar Planes
Uncredited.
Yeah. Well, we live in a world where we can't be like Romy and Michelle's reunion. We say we invented Post-it notes. That's another deep cut.
You can find everything. Yeah.
So if I mention me working on planes and you go run to my IMDb page and you go, that's not there. It's like, I just want to get in front of it and just say, there was stuff that happened. But trust me, if I got the receipts. It's like either that or I mugged some poor guy in Burbank and took all his stuff and said, I made this.
Okay, check it out. We got 61 people in here right now. This is so awesome for us, you guys. If you guys knew how excited we are about this. Anyone who's in here right now, if you want to drop a comment about where you are today, are you in we got people from Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, Germany, Scotland, like, dude, all over the place. Let us know where you're at. We love it. We love giving shout outs wherever we can, as long as we can keep up.
Yep.
If you are excited about this show, let us know. Are you team SpongeBob or are you team Bob's Burgers? If not, neither. What's your favorite cartoon? These are all the things we're yakking about today.
Yeah.
All things
We're
cartoons.
We're
big cartoon
obviously
fans.
this is more of a yakking morning than get stuff done morning, but I will at least point out one minor educational thing. Is that when they talk about cleanup, and this will happen in anime, it'll happen in Rick and Morty and Bob's Burgers and all the other ones. There's all these things about from one episode to another, especially if they're handing off different scenes to different animators. It's like
Thailand.
Yeah, or sometimes in the Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, India. When I worked on planes, a lot of the original animatic work was being done in America, and then I saw on their giant charts that covered all the walls that then there was like it's suddenly just like India. It's like all this stuff goes to India for a lot of stuff. I think a lot of Family Guy stuff because I used to be with Variety in the same building on Miracle Mile that Family Guy and Fox was on. I think they were on the second or whatever floor. We never went up there, and they never came down. And I never bumped into Seth or any of the people, in the elevator. I think the biggest name I bumped into, like, near the elevators was Paula Abdul when she came in.
We got a rose from Danzig Call. Thank you.
Holy
for the
cow.
rose.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to start doing, like, curtsies and bows every time we get one. I love it.
I'm going to respond to vocally here for Gothy Babe. If you guys could be an animator, what position on any show, what would you choose? Wow.
Oh, good question. Okay, so say the question again.
Well, so it is. If you guys could be an animator, whatever position on any show, what would you choose? Go for it.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
I know, it's like Candyland.
Oh my God,
If you could be Willy Wonka anywhere, where would you be Willy Wonka?
Okay, so for cartoons.
For cartoons. I know you'd probably be like voice actress.
I would. I do voice acting. I was the voice of Chromia on Netflix's Transformers War for Cybertron.
Yep.
The anime series on Netflix. And I love doing voice acting. It is so much fun. And I gotta say, look, whatever, I guess it'd be whatever show you have a good experience on as far as, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, Gravity Falls was really cool. I do love Bob's Burgers. But that's such a hard choice, man.
Yep. And I can't even begin. It's like
I can't even choose.
Well, because
an animated Frasier.
In terms of just something that just is kind of oozing on me right now, just because I'm a huge fan, despite the issues that are happening on its production for obvious reasons right now, Rick and Morty. Because ultimately, well, here's the deal with Rick and Morty, and one of the reasons why is that. You obviously have your main characters, but the circumstances, the characters, the environments, the backgrounds, the variety of, like, today we sometimes even the craziness of we need to create an alien world we haven't seen before, and that's that creative process of going, what would a world that was inside of Rick Sanchez's engine look like, and what would a world inside of that world look like, and inside of that world, and just coming up with, you're sitting there. We're talking about things like in melding SpongeBob and Bob's Burgers. What does the cash register look like? Does it look like this one or that one? The tables, the counter, the painting style, the animating style, the colors. Fortunately, both shows are relatively bright. With their characters, so it's not like too jarring compared to, say, I don't know, trying to think of like a color palette that is very different. But the idea of if this episode of Bob's Burgers was in the desert, and then the next episode was underwater, and the next episode was blank, that kind of variety. The having to come up with, we already, in season 2 we already designed these guns, we already designed these things, but now we're in an all new civilization. What do their guns look like? Or do they only use swords? Or do they only use musical instruments? Or things that look like musical instruments? Because we've decided it's funny, that it's a world, and they communicate through percussion. And obviously Rick needs something from the people who only speak through percussion. And it's like, and it's that kind of playing around and sitting in the room and going, holy crap, yeah, so what if there was like a race war between people who are woodwinds and people who are percussion, and you
That's right, you ripple nip.
Yeah.
The cone nips will
rule the world. But the idea of if a whole world was like your elementary school or your high school band, and you think about the cliques that are inside of a high school, it's like the marching bands. It's like, which marching band members always seem to be in front and get to be more flourished because their instrument is lighter, and who's the poor schlub having to, like, carry a giant drum in behind. And what if those people are tired of being in behind in this world of Rick and Morty, and now they want to be in the front? And what if the instruments themselves are sentient? Just that kind of playing around is what makes me lean into, if I could be anywhere right now, Rick and Morty. Let's see. Gothy Babe says, if I had the skills, I would choose Miraculous, Ladybug, or Arcane. I keep meaning to watch Arcane, and the other ones, it's in my list, and it's like anyone else.
We got a list.
When
a
you're a fan.
long list.
I was spending part of my day yesterday. We went to our local library, and I just went to the...
Libraries rule.
Libraries rule.
Libraries rule.
And went to the animation section, and I was looking at the Attack on Titan actual manga just to go how by the book was it. And what was funny was suddenly realizing, oh, that's funny. They don't have all of them. Now, of course, it's L.A. County. Books can be in various spots, on hold, checked out. A million reasons as to why that one is. But it was interesting as I picked, okay, well, what's the book before? Flipping through the pages and going, oh, now I see why book 6 might be missing, because it was an iconic moment in season 1 or season 2 of Attack on Titan. It's just like, yeah, if you were going to swipe a book, this number here or that number there would be the ones.
Okay, we have a question. Hold on, I got to scroll up. Bear with me. Okay, so Perk, if I'm saying it right, I hope so. PURC says, I'm planning on going to school for animation this fall. Is
Holy
there
cow.
any advice y'all might have? Sir, says you are the animation expert. I mean, I can give mine really quick.
Yeah, go for it.
My advice, look, whatever
Are they asking general advice or just like...
It says any advice y'all might have. So, like, yeah, definitely if you have specific advice you need, let us know.
Yeah.
But I know for me, I would say whatever school you go to, in my experience, in this business, it's about relationships. So one, you want to find your tribe, right? Find your tribe, and that can be whatever it is. It takes a little time, but once you find some good friends, that's going to see you through thick and thin. In the dark times, as long as you've got a good group of friends, and if you're kind of a loner, that's cool. Find your tribe online. Wherever it is, get that tribe behind you as a support system, and then also just ask as many questions as you can and meet as many people as you can, right? Because someone will know someone who will know someone who can connect you with this opportunity and maintain those connections as best you can. And look, there's so many ways to do it now. If you're not comfortable with face-to-face talking, well, you can connect with people. Oh my God, I have people that I only talk to through Twitter, right? I'm friends with a lot of people who write for big television shows, but I know them through Twitter, and so we're having conversations that I would never have necessarily with someone in real life. You know, it's really cool. So that's my advice. What's your advice, sir?
This apply for college in general and animation school, you know, even more so.
So many decades ago,
for me, my main major was for theater. Big surprise. But in high school and even earlier, it was like art and drawing. So yeah, it was definitely like art and theater and acting and set design and maybe directing and stuff like that. Theater's big in Minnesota and down in the Minneapolis area for the Guthrie and Theater de la Jeune Lune and a whole bunch of other stuff. But the idea was that, yeah, of course I'm going to do like, you know, some kind of art focus as well. Fine arts background, painting, drawing, cartooning. But the great thing with animation or school in general, and one of the few reasons why I would still suggest college, because my biggest thing is don't go broke doing it. Do not go broke doing it for YouTube, for yourself, for TikTok. You know, I get everything on flash sales. If there's only one day of the year, a particular piece of equipment I need, I will wait all year for that thing and do it on the iPad. My iPad is entry level. My iPhone is an SE. Yep. This monitor I got for free, you know, from a friend of mine years ago, and I've got additional stuff that I did. I did a lot of freelance and visual effects work to upgrade my studio so that I could do all this year. That was my one last heist, and then I'm out.
Yep.
I do a lot of visual effects, a lot of motion graphics for TV shows, basic cable, stuff like that. And I was helping out, and I thought, okay, I was going to tell this guy no. I'm going to focus on doing my stuff, not working on your stuff. And he said, how about 10 grand? And I went, I'm going to do one last heist. Because for 10 grand, and it ended up, because of a rush and trying to get it out to distributors, I only did most of the work. So I got $8,500, which is still fantastic.
These are the details, but how does this relate to the person who's thinking of going to college for animation?
So the idea is, most important, do not go broke buying equipment. You can find cheap equipment, cheap software. Do not, have to pay for Adobe Creative Suite if you cannot afford $55 a year. If you need one app, just buy the app. So don't go broke. Yeah. That's the biggest advice. Yeah. There's no reason to go into these fields of artistry and YouTube and all that stuff. There's so much to learn from here as well. And that is the other big thing. Do it in tandem with all these people like us doing it on TikTok, on YouTube, there's hosts of free information you can learn from and add to your experience.
Yeah.
but network like crazy, and even if what
And
you're,
have
you're,
fun.
you're yeah, that's the big thing. Have fun, meet people, find out what they're doing, get inspired, make notes, keep track of people, follow each other on Insta and TikTok and everything else. But the other main thing for the advice is, college and art school is like one of the last times that they'll kind of for free. I know you're paying for the classes, but it's the last place where you can kind of career change and try things out. So for my college experience, theater and art, but then there was the newspaper, and the newspaper had an opening way long ago for a new cartoonist, kind of like Far Side. They had what's called a single panel space.
I love Far Side.
Yeah, so I did something called Sidewinders, which was very Far Side based, and then eventually they liked it so much they allowed me to have a 4-panel one, which is like Bloom County and Garfield. So I did one for 4 years called Benton, and that was just me doing newspaper, only published twice a week for the college newspaper stuff. That led to coming out to LA, working for the Daily Breeze, for Variety, working on these TV shows.
There's no one way to do it. That's
yeah.
the thing. People will look, when people give advice, right, 9 times out of 10, and this includes me, the advice I'm giving right now, they're coming from their own experience and like what. So you take what works for you and leave the rest, right? Bruce Lee said it much more eloquently, I think. But soak it in and just know, really, it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I know for me, the younger I was, the more like, when I was 14, I already thought I was too old to become a professional ballerina, all right? And I did it. I went pro. But like, there's no wrong way. There's no one way. There's many ways. It is a journey, you guys. So like, just enjoy it, all right, and trust.
Yeah.
Things do work out.
And
I know it's a little woo woo, but it is. It's all good, man.
Yeah. And the
in the neighborhood.
And further to that, I started doing stuff at the newspaper, and eventually became a film critic on the newspaper, and that allowed me to go see every film that was coming out there and go to special screenings and blah blah blah, and that started a whole journey. And then the TV station, the campus TV station, UTVS, in Minnesota back then, was doing stuff, and I started learning how to. That's the big thing, is you get the access to an editing bay. Back in the days when it was you before Final Cut Pro and Premiere and Avid and all that stuff. It's like you needed these giant what they call slave and master decks. I'm sure
that's not good.
The terminology has probably changed in TV broadcasts.
God,
now that it's all digital, well, it's all non-linear now. But
What
you
the
used
hell?
to have. If you were recording to an episode, you would have to record from one deck to another to edit your show. And this is in the days even before beta was being done, but only the senior students could be playing with the beta stuff. We were playing with 3/4 decks. Yes, sleepy stuff.
Back in my day.
But it's long story short of just like, I got to dabble in TV, in editing, in film work, because I check out the cameras and go run and shoot crazy skits back then with my friends, and it just builds up. And if you know better how to shoot video and how to shoot stuff like that, it informs your animation. Because as an animator, you are the cinematographer, you are the Foley guy, you are the actor, and you find yourself sitting there going, okay, if Linda does, I did this last time where it's like, oh, Tina, honey, we're not going to sell you. It's like, okay, maybe there are animators who will just film themselves going, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it helps them learn the timing, and they'll use that as a guide off to the side while they have their animated character going, blah, blah, blah. And they know, okay, frame 30 is when this happens. Frame 15 is when the hand goes up. But
That's fascinating.
It's all that stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
But yeah,
Oh,
have
cool.
fun, don't go broke.
They say, thank you both so much. I really appreciate the advice. I'm glad it came across y'all. Awesome. I'm glad we could help. All right. We love it. Everybody who's coming in right now, you guys, wherever you're at, let us know.
Yeah.
Are you in the United States? Are you in China? Are you in Australia? Where are you at?
Yep.
And let us know if you're a fan.
Did you make a new poll yet, or
Oh, no, but it sounds like you want me to.
Nope. Look, it's after 11.
He's Minnesotan. He does that. Okay, how does he...
You were already talking about like making a new poll. I wasn't sure if you'd already had a chance to like do
Oh,
that.
okay.
What was the new poll?
It was going to be something about cartoons,
You're
but
gonna
now
be
the
shouting
moment
about-
has passed.
Oh, yeah, it was probably like your favorite cartoon, but the thing is, then how do you do a poll if they choose one option or another? You'd have to list every cartoon.
What's your favorite cartoon? This one or that one? Anything else is wrong.
That's your thing. This one, that's like the poll. This one, that one, wrong. Let's have some fun. Why not? What's your favorite cartoon? That one? That one? No. So while she types on that, hi everyone. Thank you all for playing along. Let's check a few stats here. If I'm reading my TikTok app properly, because Lord knows, we have 15 people here. So hello, all 15 of you. We loves you. It looks like in the world of YouTube, we have a person. So a person in YouTube, if you are still Gothy Babe or TY or Ty, let us know if you're still following along. The little analytic thing, I love that even if your numbers on TikTok or YouTube aren't that big, what they'll still do is they'll make the chart look like,
for you.
Look at this height, and you're going, oh, this must be a lot, and you go, oh, you went from 1 to 3.
Hey, we love all fans.
We love
every fan matters.
we
man.
love all. I mean, how can we not?
Yeah.
We're
Share
out.
in the dorkdom.
Yes, we're out here in the wilderness. It's step one of enjoying your path, whether you are whatever creator path you are. You are a musician. You love drums, synthesizers, DAWs, and Pro Tools, or you're a sound person, a painter, a pastel artist, a cartoonist, an animator, a theater person, a film actor, a person who does
May as well
voiceovers.
do something you love, because even with the thing you love, there's days you're not gonna want to do it.
Exactly. The days
So,
where
let me tell ya.
we watched a recent TikTok that was calling that when you're in the dark zone in the corridor and you're trying to get yourself to the other end of the corridor and you just know you're slogging through it. For visual effects artists, it's rotoscope. It is frame after you. Well, days when you come home and I'm like, I worked for 8 hours. I did 35 frames, which goes by like that. And yeah.
Somebody says SpongeBob looks like Freddie Mercury. Destiny, thank you, Destiny. I'm here for it. I like it.
You know, we mentioned probably
Well,
like
if he's Freddie, then is Linda the guitarist? A little bit of the fro.
Little
A
fro.
Bit. A little bit.
But we were talking about, just these tiny little things that. So watch what happens here when Bob turns. Is like, just look. Let's just realize
Let's just look at it. Look at it.
Look at it. You look at it.
Look at it. Look at it.
So these are the things you pick up when you're drawing stuff. Is as he now goes from one pause to the other. I don't like how messy his mustache gets here. So gotta go back in and make the mustache look more like it would as it goes from one part to the other.
Robo-stash. Pink eye.
What were his songs? Because I remember Fish Odor's things like pink eye,
Stink eye.
red eye, or whatever it is. But
I forgot that part.
But he's got the
Melon Baller.
Melon Baller.
And a third hidden directive.
Yes. Wait, you didn't say not to to arrest Fish Odor? Oh, I should go right. Let me put this mask back on.
Oh my gosh. I want to do a whole thing. If any of you guys know, so the voice of Mr. Fish Odor is Kevin Kline. Kevin Kline is one of my most favorite actor people on the planet. This guy, I mean, if you don't know anything about Kevin Kline, Kline, go look him up, okay? But I grew up fangirling over the movie version of Pirates of Penzance. You can find it. It's from the 80s, y'all, okay? But, like, seriously, you've got Kevin Kline. Also, Tim Curry. You can also see Tim Curry playing the Pirate of Penzance online. But Kevin Kline played the pirate, right? So you've got Kevin Kline singing it. Fish Odor wears a pirate's patch, and I do think that that's a deep cut. I'm just saying, that's my thing. So I want to do a thing where we could animate Fish Odor. This is a separate thing. Doing, oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly than play a sanctimonious part with a pirate's head and a pirate's heart. I'm not getting the right words, but anyways.
Yep.
Oh, I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a landlord king. Something like that. I so want it. I want it so much. So much. This needs to exist in the universe.
Yeah. See,
Anyways,
so for those
my
of you who chime in on TikToks and everything else, oh my goodness. Oh, hello, Ty.
I know about Calvin Klein, not Kevin. That's hilarious.
Ty, hello on YouTube. Yes, we're still going, so thank you for sticking along. I mean, those of you who have come and you say, hey, is this going to be the first many episodes? How many episodes are you guys doing? It's like, okay, again, the big goal is, can we get, first it was like, can we even say we're going to get it done by a certain time? Next step was starting, can we? Yeah. It's not a may we. It is a. In this case, it is a can we. Can we get it done?
Someone's asking when and why did this become a thing? I'll tell you why. Okay, so this is Michaela asking because we dork out all the time. All we do, we like sit and watch TV and we go, what if we did this? What if this happened? What if, like, that's all we do is we sit around and go, what if? Like,
So,
like, what if in Star Wars, the evil Emperor, you know, the evil Emperor in the new Star Wars at the end, he's on all those wires and things, or like, what if he got stuck and he, like, couldn't move? And then, like, what if two of the, what are they called in the audience? What are all the evil people called in the Emperor's followers? They're, the Sith. What if the Sith, right, they're all in the audience? Like, I want to see, like, what if they're like, hey, where did you park your Sith car? Is the Emperor gonna be done soon? I gotta go. Like, we just come up with weird stuff like that.
Yep.
What if? And so
Yep.
we came up with this. We're like, wait a minute.
yeah, so, I mean, my iPad is full. Fortunately, most screenwriters will use a program called Final Draft, and fortunately, besides the full version that sits when she's working on her screenplays, they came up with good versions that work on an iPad, because the last thing you want to be caught up with, for those of you who are also like full of ideas and they come out and maybe you're good enough to actually scribble them down, but eventually you can end up with post-it notes all over the place or disorganized or buried in notes. So our version of that is in Final Draft on the iPad.
We have so many things.
If you're driving along and you think of something and you're coming up with lines, you just turn on your voice memo
Well,
app.
you pull the car over.
Well, that too.
No, but seriously.
But there are times where I'm driving and I say,
I'll
Georgia,
do
turn it
for
on.
him. Yeah. Have your voice memo app ready, and then you can just like do quick like note to self. You know those '80s movies where they got a little tape recorder. Note to self, fast track on the da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, exactly.
Business, Wall Street.
But you can sit there and you go, oh my God, what if Tina did such and such? Or what if, actually we came up with the perfect person to play this thing. And if
Oh,
it's
we got roses! Thank you, roses!
Thank you, roses. So the idea is, so for us in Final Draft, we have like pages of things that are just nothing more than just an idea. It's like, what if we took this cartoon and that cartoon? Or did you ever notice when you watch a horror movie, this thing never happened? Yeah. We had a moment watching trailers, and the one for Fast X came up, and I just leaned over and looked and said, I'm so surprised no one has just called it Gas X.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. If there's any Fast and Furious fans, more love to you. The cars, I know someone who actually handles a lot of the cars for those movies. It's insane. I've been in the actual warehouse where like the one Shelby car exists. I have any car nerds there. It's incredible. But yeah, I'm sorry, those dudes are getting old, man.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to act like they're 17 with the hot chicks, and like they're like, I'm a grandpa, and I'm sorry, but only old dudes can afford those cars anyway, okay? Out here in LA, if somebody's driving a fancy car, 9 times out of 10, they're leasing it. The true people, the true
they're
classic
boomers.
cars, they're boomers. They're boomers. So I'm like watching all these boomers, and they're like, in Fast X, so we want to do a whole like Gas X.
But so you sit there and you go Gas X.
Let me just pop this Tylenol, and I'll be right over.
Exactly. It's one of those things where you go, boom, Fast X, Gas X, perfect name.
Yes.
It says that a gas is both gasoline and a
God,
pill
yes.
you take when you're older for your digestion problems.
Yes.
And that could turn into a whole thing.
Thank you for the roses, Michaela.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But as great as that idea, or some other idea we come up with about, we did one real quick where it was like, we watched the Top Gun. So on Movie Boy channel, we've got a Top Gun one where we just simply went, wait a second, the Berlin song, the infamous blues scene, Take My Breath Away, isn't there. So we just played quickly with the idea of like, well, what if we found a way to introduce that scene into the, but even just belting out that like one bit gag, we had earlier cuts of it where we're looking at it and we've animated and we're going, we did it as simply as we could, as quickly as we could, because we didn't want to like find ourselves doing it for eight months.
Yep.
And we looked at it, and George and I were going, God, this isn't working. And we had to fix it in the edit because the jokes were just slow and not landing. And I would argue, I look at it now and I'm like, it still would need even just more to tighten it to really land the jokes. And that is one of the main reasons why. Oh, when is this going to release? Ty asked. So September 3rd. Follow along, subscribe on TikTok or on YouTube. It will definitely premiere in its entirety on Sunday, September 3rd. Big widescreen, Because obviously in YouTube you can play it on your TV, you
Yep.
can play it on your computer laptops.
Yep.
TikToks, you can't even control that. You'll watch a video on TikTok and you can see full screen, great, and it will flip and you can flip your phone. I don't know why it's so difficult as creators. Just simply say, make this video full screen. The title sequence, most of you have only seen it on the small version. If you go to the YouTube channel, the title sequence is there and you can watch it as big as your monitor. So it's just dealing with that stuff. And the 10-minute limit, hey, between now and September 3rd, maybe TikTok will allow ones to go longer, because an episode of SpongeBob is 11 minutes. An episode of Bob's Burgers, I think, is 22, 23 minutes. Definitely too long for one TikTok. And having to watch an entire episode on your phone, we're still trying to figure out TikTok. So definitely part of this is to drive people to YouTube and watch the episode. But I don't want to make all you friends who just really don't have any reason to go to YouTube normally to just say, you can only go to YouTube. We're figuring something out. Something that you can enjoy it as best as possible, and you got your headphones or your AirPods in and listen to it. But at the very least, YouTube will have the uncut full version. We're also going to do behind the scenes stuff when we can finally get the energy to show some of the behind the scenes stuff. And we'll show like how the rough animatic was, and you can watch scene by scene, like all the extra features on when you purchase a movie or whatever it is. Any new questions? Any new joiners?
I'm just yapping. We're yapping on the side.
Yeah, yapping. Hello, John Wilkes Booth.
Oh, no.
John Wilkes Booth has entered the chat.
Hello, John Wilkes Booth.
How are you entering the
Hello.
Liking to Play?
How does it feel? God, even
Well, let's see.
Honestly, I love watching you, bro.
You remind me of what I never want to be in life, and doing the bare minimum in life can get me anywhere but here. A bum that draws cartoons at 46 years old.
You're 46, all right!
I'm 46, yeah!
Womp, 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 womp.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Win!
Hot bum.
Thank you, New York!
Do, do,
Good
do,
night.
do, do.
I
Hot
love
bum.
it. Hello, John Wilkes. Thank you for the backhanded praise, I guess.
Yeah, we're here for it.
We'll put in his lightest gaze.
Please.
And see,
Get in line, buddy.
and when you comment on YouTube, that chat replay gets to be embedded into it, so that is there forever. All us TikTokers, all the love, all the roses.
Yep.
I'll get some analytics afterwards, but I'm glad I've got someone else eyeing this, because we could be chatting to you guys and and great stuff goes and scrolls on by, and it's like, okay, nothing like watching me for 4 minutes, like lean in and scroll through
go,
tiny little type, white type on a white library background. That chef's
Enjoy
kiss.
your eyeballs while they last, kids.
Yeah,
'Cause let me tell you.
these glasses only get worse and worse for those of us who sit all day looking at screens that are right here. We loves ya. How are we doing? It is 11:17, so
Yeah.
we've been running for holy cow! That means we've already been running for a while
2 hours,
on both things. We will.
We got some great new ideas.
I mean, yeah, it's a
like this
fun
is what's
thing.
so great. You guys have brought us a lot of really good ideas to think about for tweaking for some of the characters for the show.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys got a little bit of helpful advice and information on what to do and not do if you're pursuing animation and or working on your own projects. We love that.
Yep.
Be sure to drop in a comment. Tell us where you're from, what y'all doing. And
Yeah.
we really appreciate the support. I mean, it's just incredible. Over 1 million views on just his intro for this on TikTok.
And the reveal for with the interesting thing, spent
so cool.
over a month building the Krusty Krab. And let's for you lovely fans.
Bridge wants to know, before y'all leave, can you please take Georgia out for cookies?
in the outfit, because she's been out and about in that cookie.
I've gone to the movie theater in this cookie suit. Let me tell you, it's awesome. Because in LA, I mean, seriously, you wouldn't believe. I've been like I was at the Four Seasons, and I kid you not, someone rolled in sweatpants, but like their bag was like, I don't know, Marc Jacobs or something. It was just, it's hilarious.
Yep, it's LA, baby.
I don't get it. I don't know. No rules. There's no rules.
It's the
out
Wild
here.
Wild West, baby.
It really is the Wild Wild West. New York is a lot different, okay? You dress a little more to go.
So our little animation reveal of this, our Krusty Krab
Yeah.
Bob's Restaurant is now gone past 250,000 views. The title sequences is almost at 250,000 views. All things that if you had told us when we were when we were finally like editing, we just finally had a breaking point where we said somewhere in December last year, we got to sit and just edit this. Is it even a thing?
Yeah.
Because you have those funny moments like Gas X, or you have a funny moment like this character, that merge. But then you want to make sure that if you put it all together, I mean, Saturday Night Live folks deal with this stuff every week of their season, where they go, God, this sounded so funny when we were in the writer's room joking about it, but now when we're up on stage trying to rehearse it, this sucks.
Yeah.
So do we try and polish this turd, or do we come up with an all new one at the last second?
JWB is just...
Does anybody love you guys? Well, we love each other.
Yeah, we love each other, man, so we're good.
Yeah.
But, all this is a passion project for us. Oh, we really love it.
The poll came up. I put it back. So with a whopping, we have this one got 57%. That one got 0. No one likes that one. And then other 42.86%.
All right, now we know.
So team this one.
Team this one.
Are we the X's or the O's? Are we the this one, or are we the that one, or are we the other?
I don't know what we are.
Okay.
But we're here for it.
We're here for it. All right, we love you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah. How much longer are we staying on? Because I do want to eat.
Eat?
There's no eating in
There's
TikTok.
no eating in TikTok. What do you want? All right, so on TikTok, at the very least, we've definitely gone over. But we got John Wilkes Booth shooting up the place in here.
Yeah.
How do you leave on a cliffhanger like that? We don't know if he learned to bring more than one gun this time. Who knows?
Yep. That's right.
But we're having a blast. We're having a blast.
Brent says, "Get her food, please."
Get her food, please. Yes, cookies. We've got double stuff. We've got Kroger double stuff in the thing.
Yeah, they're so good.
So we at least got those.
I like Oreos.
We
Maybe I'll make some cookies. Anybody have any good cookie recipes?
Yeah.
Put your favorite. Do you have a favorite cookie that you like? Oh my god. Yep. And what is my favorite cookie? Oh my god, oatmeal chocolate chip. I know Louise says never the oatmeal, but I do. I don't like
team
oatmeal.
never the oatmeal.
I
I'll
don't
eat
like-
oatmeal, but not in my cookie.
It's so good.
Oh,
But
it's
not
so good.
oatmeal raisin, okay? I only want raisins in my cereal, nowhere else. But yeah, for cookies, oatmeal chocolate chip, maybe with some walnuts too. Oh my god.
Yep.
Love walnuts. Walnuts forever. We got an Oreo mug cake. Yes. Oh my god, you make mug cake, Bridge. We totally. Yep, my stepdaughter made killer mug cake. She was so good.
So, by the way, for a lot of you who have never seen this, like wireframe before, the video that's on the channel talks about we only go here inside of the main restaurant here, and you can kind of see the counter and the barrels and stuff. We haven't gone into, I peeked a little bit into this last time, but this is the kitchen back here, which is more of a SpongeBob kitchen. A lot of people are like, dude, you just put Bob's layout here, which in places is definitely true. That's kind of the point, because it's an episode of Bob's Burgers done by the cast and crew and sets of Bikini Bottom. But the kitchen is actually more like SpongeBob's kitchen. So let's put on X-ray so we can kind of peek in here. And actually that doesn't really help. It's all very hard to see. So let's see if I can select. I have a wall selected. Okay, I have the oven selected. So in Blender, if I hit period, I can now kind of jump in. And you can start seeing a little bit of, we'll go back to wireframe. You can see here in wireframe mode the kitchen.
Wireframe.
But you guys aren't here just to see little wireframes. You're here to see with the textures and the painting on it.
Yeah.
Please pause while we load.
Loading.
So this is, I'm going through the walls. So this is much more of SpongeBob's kitchen, as far as condiments, hanging pots, the fryer, his main grill, the prep table, although it's shorter and thing, but I want it to be the same height as it is in Bob's Burgers. Of course, the wood floors, the submarine-like doors, and the barrels and stuff. And then, though it only plays a background element right here, obviously, the patty vault, which would be in Bob's world the stairs to go downstairs to where they've got their freezers and other materials and stuff. So that's how we blend here. But this is definitely not just it's in the shape of Bob's Burgers Kitchen, but it is definitely SpongeBob's Kitchen. And this will come into play for a very surprise scene with even more surprises. Because we're not about...
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Although I've every little bit
we
here.
got sample spoilers.
Yeah, sample spoilers. Because you guys are the hardcore people. You come along, you follow, you like, you share.
Yeah.
We gotta
love
love
it.
y'all.
We love the likes. We love the shares.
Okay. Let's see. So we are coming up to, we're starting to get close to 11:30. So I think we will.
I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, we will close all this off. Is 30 minutes fair?
Yeah. Wait, 30 minutes from now?
Yeah.
30 more minutes?
Well, do you want to just end it sooner than later?
No, you're fine.
How much more energy you got in you?
I mean, I'll go as long as I have to. I used to dance 8 hours a day. But, you know.
Well, just to be fair.
Do you need to just get some drawing done?
No, because look, this is a big thing. What originally started off as, hey, come watch over my shoulder while I'm doing that. But ultimately, for those people who like going online, watching others, I've seen channels of people who make yarn. And it's just a top-down view.
They're making yarn?
Yeah.
Like spinning it?
So what they're doing is I see them like pulling. There's
there's a fluff.
And
then they're like
with
pulling
a bunch of pins.
Yeah.
And they're mixing colors and stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cool. I want to watch that. Why are we watching that? Let's do that.
And it was there that SpongeBob Burgers ended.
Yarn pants.
Yarn pants.
We need to start starting our lives with something like, oh, who lives their life in the restaurant? SpongeBob Burgers. Trying to make burgers and sponges and stuff. SpongeBob Burgers.
Uh-huh.
If mashup cartoons base their primary wish, SpongeBob Burgers, then flip your burger over and flop some stuff in it. SpongeBob, come on.
I'm gonna go hide under the table.
SpongeBob
I'm gonna wait till they're all done.
SpongeBob Burgers, SpongeBob Burgers,
You're getting.
SpongeBob.
She's getting punchy.
Yeah, see, that's what happens. You wanted me to stay on.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it.
Let's see. Let's anything new from comments and
We
humans?
got one saying the Muppets. I love the Muppets. Bridge loves my laugh. Thank you. It's a love-hate thing, let me tell you. What else? And other stuff.
Yeah, we are huge Muppet fans, by the way.
Crunchology says, keep up the good work. Love the concept. Thank you, Crunchology.
Another of the greatest days of my life, and I don't know why I don't have it on a giant poster. One of the greatest days ever as a Hollywood photographer was when the Muppets returned in the Muppets.
Oh my God. He got to be there on the Muppet red carpet, which was actually a green carpet.
Yeah, well,
I'm so jealous.
Yes, I think it was. No, well, I'm trying to remember. There were two.
It was a green carpet.
Well, there were two carpets because they did two big movie premieres. There was the Muppets and the Muppets Most Wanted, and I did both of those, and yeah, you actually you're having a moment where you're. So I'm photographing Mickey Rooney, Neil Patrick Harris. Who plays Louise? On Bob's Burgers.
Oh God! Now her name's out of my. Why do
Kristen Schaal.
Hey, Kristen Schaal.
Kristen Schaal, who plays Mabel in Gravity Falls. So she's there because she has a minor role. Then of course there's Amy Adams and who's the main guy? Jason Segel. With
not Steven Seagal.
Yeah, not Steven Seagal. With
Kermit.
Animal and Kermit and Piggy and Fozzie and Ralph, and your brain is exploding that you're having this experience, having been a little kid in the 70s, growing up on the Muppet Show, and it's just like, so I have a photograph. We'll share that story later of how I got to do stuff that technically I wasn't supposed to be doing on the carpet. But it was a happy moment because I got to spend time with the Muppets.
Wait, what's everyone's favorite Muppet?
Wow.
Mine is Animal. And Kermit, but Animal,
definitely
number one. I'm also a big Ralph fan.
Yeah, Kermit for me is still primarily because I can pull off a great Kermit. But Animal, I think I actually own, and I wish I could have it back. When I was a child, they actually would give actual Muppets of Bert, Ernie, Animal, and I think there are photographs of me with my friend sitting there with like either an Ernie or a Bert, or my friend had one and I had the other, and I'm like, where did those go? Where did those go?
Oh, remember, my brothers had the original Star Wars, like, full-size characters, and my parents gave them away to some kind of church or something. It was like, what?
Kermit and Animal, also. Yep.
Any of you out
Hello,
there,
Haley. Hello, Carm.
you got your toys. Save those toys,
Who
man.
are the new people coming in?
Who are the new people coming
There's
in?
new people coming in.
There's more new people coming in. Well, we got 8 people now hanging in. So, hey, 8 people.
Hey, 8 people.
If you haven't told us where you're at in the world, we'd love to know because
Yep.
we're not going to stalk you. We
Yep.
just like to know because it's interesting.
I'm
we're in Los Angeles.
We're hiding.
Hello.
We're hiding. I'm hiding on the table here. So the reason why you're seeing these flat versions of the characters and sometimes the different angles is that the whole reason why we built this set and spent months on this thing is in part, does it actually make sense? Second part is I wanted to make sure if I wanted the camera to be up here for whatever reason. The difficulty in drawing this from scratch is knowing, like, okay, well, where does this? And you're spending yourself building more guides of like, well, the door should be here and this should be here. Much easier for me to just do a screen capture of the stuff here, bring that into Photoshop, paint the background, and then the characters are here as a size guide. It's like, get in the shot so we can see the scale. And it's just making sure that as I do these different shots, I found out that in these sequences here, that so these are the storyboards, and then when I'm actually animating them and bringing in the figures to start doing the full-on animation, I brought in Tina just too big. She was correct on the top, but then when I looked underneath, her feet were going through the floorboards, and I'm like, okay, I made her too.
Tentacles.
Well, the tentacles were she was out of scale. So, because she's supposed to be both standing behind the counter seats, Louise has to be on the counter seat because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see her.
This is how you know he's the animator and I'm not, because I'm like, scale schmale.
Scale schmale.
Keep going.
So what if Jean is as tall as Linda one shot and then as tall as the building in the next shot? It's animation. You can do anything you want.
Flavor.
But you find yourself, because for people who have worked on these shows for years, they just know, they can just draw and know exactly how to do eye lines and what Bob is doing. And Bob Belcher and Linda, or SpongeBob and Sandy, they know how big they would be next to each other in a scene. Yep. For me, it's getting back on the bike and going, oh yeah, it's been a month since it's like, oh, okay, you check the style guides, you check the cheat sheets, and you go, okay, yep, he's good, she's good, keep going. You don't want to find that out at the very end after you've been spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and then go, oh, I need to fix all these frames because Tina's wrong.
I'm getting really sleepy.
You getting sleepy?
Yeah,
She's getting sleepy, so
I'm
we might
ready to go
we might be rolling out of this soon. Yeah. However, I know on TikTok we were supposed to originally go for 2 hours. It's now 2.5 hours.
Yep.
And we've only been going an hour and a
There's
half on YouTube.
7 people here.
Hey, I know.
They are requiring entertainment.
Yes. They don't want sleepy people. They want goofy people.
They require enrichment.
Oh yeah.
We have our cats, and when they come in, they like, we need enrichment. We want you to play with us.
Play with it now.
Play with it now, or we will start destroying everything you love.
I'm going to see if I can get one.
You're gonna go see if you go get one?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
We moved on to the for the Johnny Carson show. We have now moved on to the part of the Tonight Show where we have our zoo person bring in a live animal, because nothing like bringing in. Well, of course, cats are appealing on TikTok, and it's Cat Talk, Cats of TikTok, and then of course Cats of YouTube. Let's see. I see some laughter coming from Ty. Thank you. The unfortunate thing with things going on in some of these streaming things is that delay. YouTube is fairly much on time, so if you react, we think we can understand how you reacted to. There's a 20 to 30 second delay on YouTube, so who knows what Ty was laughing at, but thank you for the laughter.
He's really sleepy, so we won't keep him too long. But this is Balthazar, our mini panther.
Hello, Mini Panther. Yes, he does. Did you wake him up?
Yeah.
Aww. Yeah, but he is someone who will shred the door, shred the windowsills, shred everything.
He's a panther.
Yeah.
Good panther. Okay, say goodbye to the panther. But I'm.
He's sleepy. You're getting sleepy
it's
too?
time for night.
Okay. Well, come on out for a little bit, and we'll start wrapping things up, ladies and germs. We are. I mean, so let's see how we're doing here. We still, well, according to my phone, there's 15 people here. Hello, 15 people. Good Lord, we love you. Hello to anyone else who's joined. Kevin for joining. Bridge says I have a girl named Raven. A girl cat named Raven, or just a random girl you've got in the room somewhere. And then let's see, Jingle Jangle. What a sweet boy. Thank you, Anna. Yes, he can be very sweet, but like any cat who feels like now's the time you should be paying attention to me. Or now's the time we had a moment with him at 4 o'clock this morning where he's like, and now? And we're like, no, not now. It's 4 in the morning. Oh, did you like these books on this coffee table? Good. So, yeah. Children and animals all have ways of making sure mom and dad do exactly what they want. All right, so she's trying to get him snuggled back down. He's probably like, is there food part of this, or are you just disturbing me just to show off to the fans and increase your likes? How are we doing here? 7.1 thousand likes, and I know we've received some diamonds and roses and stuff like that, and it's like that. Always appreciated. As we said in the beginning part of this, if we do actually get to a point where money is enough that TikTok says, hey, you got some money, we've got an animal rescue shelter that's in northern Minnesota that we will probably just give it all to. Hi.
This is Kiki.
Oh.
Now, Kiki's already famous on my YouTube channel, Ballerina Badass. She's been in many of my videos.
Yeah. So, yeah, so we have, and she's about, what, 19? 18, 19?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So she's a very old senior kitty.
No, she's not. She's a kitten.
She's a kitten.
Don't say that in front of her.
If that makes her a kitten, does that make Bao Bao an embryo?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a furry embryo.
All right. Anyone? Oh, cool. Oh, Anna says my black demon is named Dante. I love it.
Yeah,
That's a
Balthazar,
great
Dante.
name.
Yeah, usually some kind of demonic name seems appropriate for many black, especially the black tomcats. Let's see. Well then, yeah. It's 11:35. We've been doing well on YouTube comparatively. We've done live streams where like no one shows up till
Well,
afterwards.
we just started.
Yes.
We're brand new.
Yeah, we're off.
He's Minnesotan. He's overly polite and like, oh, it's not that big a deal. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm like, you're just
Oh,
getting started.
we're just getting started.
So, like, all of you guys showing up today, this means the world to us. We're
Yeah.
so excited
yeah, and
that you all were here.
you get to see these little behind the scenes pieces and how the process is going. Let me hit over to Blender again. Yep. So you get to see some of the stuff that others are not currently seeing. And if we back out all together, we're just seeing materials, and you can go to a rendered layer where we bring in the sky and the
Hi, Brian. What are we gonna do next week?
same thing. I can't really do his because it's an Orson Welles ripoff, but it's like same thing we do every week. Try and take. I'm doing
Try
Plankton.
to finish the episode.
Try and finish the episode. But the whole point is that between now and the next live stream, so next live stream will be not at 9. That's
It'll
a
be at
little
10.
early. It'll be at 10 to
Pacific
12.
Standard Time.
So that we can do YouTube and TikTok in sync.
Yeah.
We set it up, and I said the usual stuff: 10 a.m. to noon, and then the banner comes up on my portfolio. It says live event 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And at first I'm thinking like, oh, maybe there's time to go in. And by then, 25 people had signed up.
Yeah. It was
It's
so
like,
cool.
okay, well, I don't know what happens to those 25 people if I try and edit, and it wouldn't let you edit. It would just say, do you want to delete it? And like, okay, TikTok. Well,
But if you guys have questions, be sure to bring them next week.
Yes.
Suggestions, we'd love to hear them. All of it.
Comment in general.
Yeah,
send the DMs. Go on to YouTube and just add additional
We'll have
stuff.
some more fun and games planned for next week.
Yep. This was a whole new add to it. It's like more engagement, more things to interact with, because I love this, and this is one of the many reasons why. Yes, am I doing a lot of the drawing stuff? Big deal, but Georgia is beyond like gold star important here. She's not just she's yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Say more.
She is the Linda to my
Do
Bob.
not encourage an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not on strike right now as an actor.
We're gonna, it's probably gonna happen.
Yep. But by
And
having a
the-
partner in crime as wonderful as this is that, it's that
I'm a motivator.
the moment I came to her and said, "Hey, the live stream is starting to do better," it's like we've got people showing up and they leave
I'm
comments.
like, you know
and
what
I got
you need.
And I got $1.49 last time. But she immediately started filling in answers like, you should, when they come in, start asking this. When they come in, start this. How about a poll? How about that? And I'm like, wow. But also I'm trying to imagine myself on my iPhone going beep, 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 beep. And everyone just staring at the top of my head while I will write a poll. I will write a response. So we learned about how to do moderation.
Free labor.
Free.
I want
She want. Well, look,
Cookies.
You want cookies? Scorpions.
scorpions.
Scorpions. They want your cookies.
They want your special cookies.
They want your special time and your lady scorpions
Keep it rated PG for TikTok.
for the Bechdel test. If you guys know that episode, chime in. But again, she brought all these great ideas. So at least TikTok, thank you for at least allowing moderators to sit on an iPad and help manage all the insanity that happens on TikTok during a live event. If this gets to a point where the two of us are like, it's like the assembly line scene in Lucille Ball, where someone comes over and says, TikTok goes, "You guys are doing great at your live streams. All right, Frank, turn it up higher." And we're like, holy cow. But such a horrible problem to have. Oh no.
Yeah.
People asking questions.
All right, should we sing we should pick a song to sing at the end. And if you're watching, you can sing along with us. Which one do you want to do? What's a favorite? Anybody have a favorite Bob's Burger or SpongeBob song?
But it's a song that we actually know the lines to?
Yeah, well, hey, do you guys, I love the FUN song. I like that one. Or we could do, the Thanksgiving song. Pass the cranberry sauce.
Pass the cranberry sauce.
Anyone? If we don't see one, we're gonna pick our own. Any song requests for Bob's Burgers or SpongeBob?
Ooh, who says he's an amazing cook?
I did.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Look at you looking. Stop looking. Green sweater. Someone wants green
Oh,
sweater.
God.
Do you know green sweater?
I was like, the best time to wear a green sweater is all the time. One with a something like turtleneck. That's the kind. And then Tom
He
gets
knows
into
this
a
better than
higher
I do.
point. Which be quiet. I can't get Tom.
Okay, they love it. Okay, wait. We also got the Topsy song. I know that one. So wait.
Oh God, because they spend so much time trying to get into it. Just like they're doing the lines in the rehearsal, but just like, well,
hold on. Now,
oh.
can we turn the music up because it's throwing me off?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm
so,
like, how do I remember?
Hold
it?
on. We gotta turn off the chill hip hop beats that are safe for streamers.
Electric love. Wait.
I know the chorus.
They'll say, "Oh,
Topsy was a
none of the century."
and
That man is me. They'll
Yeah.
say, "Oh, Topsy at her. Oh, Topsy, na 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 na." This is terrible, right?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
And then what? Well, okay, I'm gonna skip to this part.
Wait.
But I never noticed the curve of her trunk, and I never noticed his electric junk.
Yep.
We might just have found
Electric
love.
love.
Woo!
Electric love.
Electric love. There you go. We will work
That's
on that.
what you get without a warm-up or a lyric sheet or anything. So, are you not entertained?
That was just magical.
Yep. Yeah. So, as if you guys couldn't tell by now, we're super fans. We're the ones that will probably show up at
Well, I'm not super. I forgot half the lyrics, but whatever. We're on the spot.
Hey, the fact that someone
I
named
deal with anxiety sometimes. I really do. Actually, I get nervous. Someone asks a question, you're just like,
the song that doesn't end. No, we're not doing the song
yeah,
that
we
doesn't
gotta
end.
get the heck off of the thing.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we'll have to. Good Lord, we'll have to brush up on
Yeah, we
on
gotta start
on
getting
all the books.
going on our sing-alongs.
I was trying to warm up my voice this morning because we were talking so much yesterday. I could feel it starting to strain, and I do not vocally train as well as a voiceover artist here. I've forgotten the
telling him
days.
to.
She's telling me, and I kind of remember. And then
Yeah.
I do sound better this time
Yeah, you
than
do.
I have in the last
Yeah,
two.
you're getting better.
I-
All right, we gotta hang up.
We
We
gotta
gotta
hang
go.
up.
We gotta go.
Gotta go.
It's time to go.
All right, so everyone say, let's see, that song,
Say
the
bye.
song doesn't end. Yes.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Anything
ladies,
else? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.
yeah, you
Follow the things. We'll be back next Sunday.
10 to
Same
noon.
bat time,
Pacific
same
time,
bat channel.
same bat channel.
Yep.
we will see how much further we get, but we have September 3rd looming. So
September 3rd is the release date of the show. All
Yep.
right, is that it? Movie boy.
Da-da-da-da.
all right, germs and ladies and gentlemen and crustaceans and all you wonderful people. I'm going to. It's like leaving a Zoom thing. It's like there's a.
Go start clicking and I'll
Started
say
clicking.
get on
Okay.
the clicking.
Thank you and come again. Look, my fingers are working
Minnesota
again.
and say
What do
bye
Minnesota
3
say
times.
bye forever? Okay. First we say bye to the TikTokers. It says
Bye-bye.
end live. Love you TikTokers. Bye 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 bye. I'm going to end it now and now. And that ends now.
All right,
then
and now the
YouTubers.
Bye, YouTubers.
They're on a delay as well.
Boomer-tubers.
Now I go into OBS because I can do an actual OBS thing. We love ya.
Bye.
Thank you for John Wilkes Booth. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Gothy
Girl,
Babe.
Yep.
Hey, we're happy to have had an actual chat here, even if some of it a little more ingenuous than others.
Bye, Ty.
Bye, Ty. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Loves ya. See you next week. Bye. And it says now, you will not be able to reconnect. You won't be able to